Hi there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your reading for the week of October 4th through the 10th of 2021. So, how are you doing today? Here where I am, it is, yikes, I'm dropping, nope, they didn't fall. Cool. Here where I am, it is just an absolutely beautiful day outside, and the leaves are falling. It's crisp. It's amazing. It's really, it's one of those perfect days where it's the transition between seasons. I've said before, maybe to you, maybe not, I'm not sure, that, my favorite season is summer. And so I never like to see it leave. But, if I have to have something other than summer, today is absolutely amazing. It's quite warm. And like I said, it's the crisp leaves and a little bit of a breeze. And, it's just feeling really good outside. So here we have all the cards out here finally. Let me have a look here. Okay, wow, this looks really good. Looks really good. Your angels want you to remember how much inner power you have. And it is a memory. It's a remembrance of your true self, your soul, basically, right? And your inner power comes from your higher self feeding into you, right? And so the more you can allow that to come. So your higher self is something that you're not usually completely aware of, right? So it takes some growth and some inner knowledge to understand that that is with you all the time, that you are powerful, and that you're the one who chooses how to give that out, or to show it or to use it or whatever. And so yeah, yeah. And so they're just saying that some of you are taking that in terms of, power as in like overruling other people. That's not it at all. At all. This is knowledge of your inner self and your integrity and your ability to interact with the world around you and feed yourself spiritually. This is your inner power. This has nothing to do with lording it over anybody else. This is only for you. So this is how you know that your behavior is in your integrity, right? So whatever your highest vibration is, that determines your integrity. That determines your best self, right? And so you have all this power over yourself, and in that way you have the power to determine your world around you. You determine what kind of fortunes you have based upon your vibration, based upon your knowledge of yourself, and by keeping your vibration high, that brings the good stuff to you, the stuff that's the same vibration. If your vibration is lower, it still operates in exactly the same way. It's attracting to you what other things or attitudes or events or people or whatever that vibrate at that same or similar level to you. And so that's why you want to have your vibration higher, because then you're attracting the other things that are of a like vibration. And that is your inner power, is to change your vibration if you're not happy with what's in your life. If you're happy with what's in your life, then keep going. Yeah. So here your angels are telling you to follow your heart. I've just seen the next card too. We'll get there in a second. Follow your heart. So what is it? Like when you have your heart center and your chakra, your heart chakra clear and vibrating beautifully and attracting to you the things that are of like vibration, that's your heart as well, So what feels best to you? What things make you feel absolute love? What things make you feel acceptance and comfort and joy and all those things? That is following your heart. When you just spend as much time as possible feeling good, yeah, like that, then you're doing what it is that brings your heart beauty and peace and love. Yeah, fabulous. And then, that's one of the things then that is flowing out from you is what they're showing me. So you know when you are required to do things that are maybe through obligation or duty or whatever, they're not necessarily things that really vibrate with you, that resonate with you, right? But you feel that you're required to do them anyway. And a certain amount that is true, just, the way our society is set up, right? We can't always do only the things that we really love to do. But when you're spending lots and lots of time doing the things that you do love to do, that energy field just flows around you, and it's very, very attractive, to other people. It makes it so that people just love to spend time in your presence, and it feels very good. And in this way, we're affecting the whole world, because it spreads a little at a time and a little at a time and a little further all the time. And pretty soon, you're impacting a large group of people. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All that by following your own heart. And so this is the next card that I was chuckling over. Follow your dreams. So do you live in only reality all the time? I hope not. I hope not, because it feels good to live in your daydream world, right? And dream up what's your perfect life. Like, spend time every day. This has been such a theme again. Like I've said this, like this message has come through many, many times over the last few months, actually. So it's along the lines of keeping your thoughts where you want them to go, rather than what you're seeing in your surroundings, right? So what do you want your world to look like and feel like and smell like? And what do your clothing feel like? What does your clothing feel like as you wear it? How do your feet feel? Do you enjoy this? Does this make you feel just amazing? Or do you feel like, oh God, gotta do that again? you know, Follow your dreams. Dream up exactly what you want. Spend time in your imagination, in your life, as you want it to be. Even if it is, completely a fantasy world, so what? It feels good. It feels good. So, that's our goal always, is to just feel good. The better we feel, the better our life is, right? So just do what it takes to feel good. And okay, and so this brings us to the power of joy. You know, there's a lot of power in this reading. Inner power, follow your heart, follow your dreams, and power of joy. It's all here. And you have this. Like, this is amazing. It's kind of instructions, for how to continue doing that, but it's knowledge that this is what's in store for you this week. You have you have all this amazingness around you. So please take the time to recognize it. You know, sometimes we get kind of stuck and we can't even see the awesomeness that is our world. We can't let ourselves feel the joy because we're forgetting to notice it, right? So definitely just notice what's around you. Feel as joyful as you can, because that's the key to you, is feeling your own joy. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't matter what anybody else is doing or saying or feeling or thinking. It feels like, you know, the world around you and probably the news and social media and things like that. It feels like it's pushing you down, and it's your choice to break free from that and take breath, right? Just, you know what? Turn off social media. Turn off the news. Live as though you don't have those things, as though they don't exist. If somebody comes into your bubble and starts talking about all that stuff that's in the news, just say, "Nuh-uh, I'm on a news hiatus. None of that here around me." Try it for, well, you choose the amount of time, but I'd suggest at least a week. A month would be better. Just do not acknowledge any news or anything, and live your life and feel good. Yeah. Yeah. I can hear a bunch, well, feel energetically. I can hear a bunch of you saying, "Oh, no, that's going to work, not going to work." Like, it's everywhere. Everybody's talking about the news and whatever else. You can distance yourself from that completely. Refuse to hear anything. Just, just don't go there, right? Pretty soon people will continue to understand that no, you just don't want to hear it. So talk about other things. Talk about flowers. Talk about harvesting your garden. Talk about how beautiful things are. Talk about dusting, and that it's so gratifying to see the shiny furniture after you've dusted. I know that sounds corny. That's what they're giving me. So, so that's what would be most beneficial for you. Okay. All right. And so there is something here though that you need to, seems to me I told you this last time. You need to stand your ground. This is your boundaries. You're the one who has set them. Nobody else gets to tell you or convince you that those are not to be had. And so it feels like there is somebody who kind of maybe argues with you a little bit about things that you've said that are your boundaries. But it also feels like it's just in general, you've told so and so. I don't know if it's more than one person, maybe, I'm not quite sure. That you've told somebody that, no, this is my boundary. Let's use the news as an example of this. That you've told people, no, I don't want to hear anything that's in the news. We need to find different topics of conversation. And yet, every single time you see that person, they still talk about only what's in the news. You have to stand your ground. You have to say, no, remember, I'm not acknowledging that. I am not accepting any of that into my world right now. And if they continue to not honor your boundaries, after the second or third time, they're not forgetting. You know that they remember. They just choose to do this anyway. And maybe not on purpose. Maybe it's just all that's consuming their attention. But either way, you have to stand your ground. Even like no matter what the boundary is, no matter what the subject is. This is you being firm and saying, no, I get to decide this for me. You can decide that for you, but I'm deciding this for me. And you need to honor that. You need to respect that. Okay. All right. So now is a really good time to start planning things, to start planning prosperity, how to move forward. For some of you, this is specifically, maybe you're having a baby. Maybe you are expanding your family. Maybe you are, getting married. Maybe, all those kinds of things. Maybe you're gathering your garden, your harvest. This is all the results of fertility. It's amazing and it's beautiful and it just feels so prosperous and it feels delicious, yummy. You have that feeling of wow, how fertile everything is. How when you have an idea that it seems easier all the time to put it into action, and that you're manifesting things so quickly, things and ideas and events and prosperity all so quickly. And this is the way it should be. It's amazing. It's awesome. It feels like a very good week coming up for you. Lots of joy, lots of prosperity, a little bit of standing your ground, which also feels very, very good. It does, yeah. And so our last bit of wisdom from the daily guidance card, joy, joy. Just feel joy. Just feel joy. Really look around you. Acknowledge what's within you, what's without you, what's around, all the people, the beauty, the love, everything. Just feel all that amazingness. This is your world. This is your world. All that joy is right there available to you. Beautiful. Okay, so Gemini. Now, let's spread that joy to the whole globe right here. Here, let's build it up. And let's say the world is here under our hands. Ah, that joy. Just beam it out through your hands, through your heart chakra. Anyhow that you can. Just beam that joy. It is amazing, and the whole world needs it. Fabulous. Thank you so much. I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much I love you. And I want you to know that I will see you next week.